Welcome back to the Freelance Insider Show. In part one of our series on task management, we talked about the mindset you need to manage your freelance work well. Today, we're moving into the how you plan your work, structure your day, and stay productive even when you're working from home with distractions everywhere. Let's get into it. Consider this: clear goals prevent chaos. One of the biggest issues new freelancers run into is that they try to work without clear goals. You start something, then jump into something else, then back again, and suddenly hours have passed without real progress. That's where a roadmap helps. In my own freelance journey, I started using something called the SMART Goals Framework, and it changed everything for me. SMART stands for specific: what exactly is the task? Measurable: how will you know it's done? Achievable: is it realistic? Relevant: does it matter to your goals? And time bound: when will it be finished? SMART goals keep you disciplined and organized, and they take you out of that fog of confusion into clarity. When you define deliverables, timelines, and milestones up front, onboarding clients becomes smoother and projects run cleaner. Let's consider why details matter, starting with file management. Here's something so simple yet powerful: file organization. I'll be honest with you, for years I relied on organized chaos. I thought I knew where my work was, but every time I had to find a file in a pinch, it felt like treasure hunting under pressure. Here's the system I settled on, and it works like a dream. One, strategic naming conventions. Be consistent with file names so you don't waste time searching. Two, new project equals new folder every time. Even with ongoing clients, treat each job as its own project folder. Three, redundancy is real. Always back up to the cloud and an external drive if possible. These three simple steps eliminate frustration and signal professionalism, especially when deadlines are tight. Next, let's look at how to take control of your time. Working from home definitely has its perks, but distractions, they're everywhere. Distractions destroy productivity, period. So here are three strategies that make a noticeable difference. One, consistent work schedule. Your family isn't trying to distract you on purpose. They're just living their lives. That's okay. You create clarity by setting hours, just like a job. When your people know you're at work, interruptions drop and focus rises. Two, time blocking and clustering. Instead of spreading apart important work in tiny portions all day, batch it in focused sessions: 30 to 45 minutes of intense work, then take a break. You'll be amazed at how much you get done when you protect your focus blocks. Three, eat the frog first. What do I mean by that? Brian Tracy talks about doing the hardest, most important task first thing in the day. I do this all the time, even when I don't want to, because once the big stuff is done, everything else feels easier. Next, let's look at task flow techniques that work. Over the years, I've experimented with many strategies. Here are three that consistently deliver results. First, the Ivy Lee method. At the end of each day, pick 3 to 6 priorities for tomorrow. Then do them one at a time until they're done. I personally narrow that down to three so I'm not overwhelmed. Second, time batching. Group similar types of work together. For example, client work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Marketing Tuesday, Thursday. Family, personal projects weekend. This helps reduce mental switch costs because switching focus wastes time and energy. Third, milestones for big projects. Break large jobs into chunks. When milestones are tied to deliverables, clients are happier, and you get paid in stages rather than all at the end, which helps cash flow too, keeping burnout and distractions away. Focus intensity can't last forever. You need breaks. That's where techniques like the Pomodoro technique come in. Work hard for 25 to 45 minutes and then take a 10 to 15-minute break. Another important discipline: turn off your notifications. Check email and social only once or twice a day. Don't let them interrupt your flow. And schedule rest days. Working 7 days a week might feel productive, but it leads to burnout fast. Your creative energy needs recharging. So, what are our part two takeaways? One, clear goals and structure beat chaos every time. Two, organizing files up front saves time and stress later. Three, protect your focus using blocks, batching, and priority methods. Four, burnout isn't inevitable, it's preventable with intentional breaks. In our final part of this three-part series on task management, we're going full system: tools, automation, client boundaries, and long term growth. I hope you'll join me. See you there.